Hello YouTube and welcome to episode 22 of the Hamburger Ep21 save. As you can see, this is the update from the last episode. We went and beat Ajax in the 90th minute through a Bamba goal. And he just loves playing in friendlies. He's scored quite a few in our friendlies this season. We then went on 4 consecutive nil draws against teams that we probably should be beating, and then went and knocked over Cologne 5-1. Today, though, is a big episode because we'll be taking on Borussia Dortmund now, and then we'll be going away to Rome at the Stadio Olimpico for the first leg of our round of 16 tie with AS Roma. So this is what the league looks like as well. Dortmund is running away with the league at the moment, and we're a little bit behind RB Leipzig. I just want to see what's going on here. Werder Bremen have won. That doesn't impact us. Hertha Berlin lose 5-3. So the teams behind us are dropping points as well, but we are probably going to drop points here today. We're on positive, and we're going to stay on positive. Arezzo, that's right, he got sick like 2 days before the game. So what we'll do is we'll bring Bamba with us. They reckon Demir's ready, but we're not going to risk him with Rome coming up as well. So that's going to be the team. We're going to go Jorge up front, Almada, Vignardo, Gavi, Fernandez, Davies, Vags, Rick, Ben, and Akanji. So Herrera's out as well. We're starting to run very thin of players to bring on at the moment. We've got no Adam Holzak as well, so let's go. We've sort of just got to roll with what we've got now. People aren't really going to complain about their game time because whoever's fit's pretty much getting the game at this point. So here we go. Top of the table, Borussia Dortmund. Let's pump our fists. We'll go with the underdogs. Let's go. We're underdogs. Nunes, Akone, Brandt, Jesus, Bellingham, Lodi, Emre, Ayer, Dalot, Farenz, and some dude's name who I've got no chance of saying. And we are playing away from home as well, and that's a great challenge from Davies to start with, but we never like highlights from kick-off, and it's a penalty. 15 oh my god, it's not. Wow, okay, it's a goal kick. I thought 15 seconds in we'd given a penalty away. Here we go. Farinez. Long ball up. There we go. Van Drongen. Vignardo. Here we go. Come on, lads. What can we get from the boys today? Jorge hasn't been happy. He's been on the bench and he's hit the post. And that's why he's been on the bench. Is because he stopped scoring. But we are in desperate need of a number 9 to step up. And it could potentially be Mori Bamba today as well. Off the bench. But we shall see what happens later in the game as Renan Lodi smacks that on, or just off target I should say, but it looked pretty good off the boot. The positives so far, I was going to talk about the league generally, but now we're losing, so I'll still say it anyway. We hadn't lost since the Bayern Munich game, but now we are currently losing, so not ideal. I felt like this was probably going to be a game that we may have dropped, and if we lose this game, then everything is pretty well done for this season. I think this Dortmund team is just on another planet at this point. They're just rinsing everybody. They've only lost 1 game all season. I think they've only drawn 2 as well. They're just absolutely flying. So they're going to be so hard to catch, and they're a young side as well. They're not old, and they're going to be very hard to catch for many years, which is probably leading to the point of us probably stopping our time here at Hamburg to try and move on and take one of the other leagues. Then we'll come back to the Bundesliga later in the save, I think. We've said on stream as well that we're going to try and keep it to 5-year windows at clubs as well. So this is our 5th year at Hamburg. So that means that if we haven't won the title in 5 years, we're going to move on just to keep it fresh somewhat. So I think that's probably the way we're leaning. We're going to try and run away from Dortmund for a couple of years, and then we'll come back when they're not this powerhouse team that are going to dominate. I think even in Europe they're doing quite well as well. They got a big result in their first game. They won 4-1, I think. I can't remember who they played though, but they got a 4-1 win in their Champions League first leg. So can we just find something here? They are absolutely dominating us. Rick That's a poor ball. I don't know why he's gone for that high ball over the top there. Farinez, long ball, hits Darwin, Bellingham. This team's just got so much young talent in it. It's beyond a joke. That's like already ready to play. Our young talent's still developing whilst theirs are coming in ready. Oh, is that free? Seriously? Come on. Alright, time is ticking away. And we do need to show a little bit more here. So can we get up against Darwin? We do. It's Jesus who keeps the ball in play. And every time we verse Dortmund, it's Jesus and a Kone that just absolutely put us to the sword. They just are just on another level. Kone's long shots are nuts. How's that gone in? Are you kidding me? Come on. That's frustrating. That just rolled into the far corner. Got to do better than that. Alright, let's demand more. Come on. And this just sums up, this not the save, but it sums up this season, just how much better Dortmund are. Like, we haven't even stepped out. You know, we've beaten PSG 4-1, and we can't do anything against this Dortmund side. So this Dortmund team is very, very, very strong, and it will take some beating or an absolute raid sale of their players to get close to them. As Davies trying to drive through, doesn't quite get all the way through. Here we go. Another chance popping up for Dortmund. No, we've actually dealt with it okay. Here we go. Armada, Jorge, use Davies. We've been using our wing-backs really well since we've gone to the narrower system. It's Jorge, and they're the chances that Dortmund score, and they're the ones that we've been missing, and that's the difference. It looks like Jesus is dead, though, so hopefully they make a change. And they don't really have, they got Hadji. But I'd love a goal here before half-time if possible. And Jorge needs to be working the keeper a bit more than that. So I'm going to go... Yeah, we'll pump the fist. Go and... avenge what happened last time, lads. Can we find 2 goals? Can we find an early one just to put pressure? That's a poor ball. And I'm very close to taking Jorge off here. I'm actually going to bring Mori Bumba on. Jorge, get on the bench. He's been annoying me lately. We're going to go Bumba because Bumba's a bit more of a pacier striker. I'm going to turn him into a pressing forward as well, I think. Try and keep the ball or try and win the ball back. Here we go. We want to see Bumba. He's going to run in behind. We're going to try and put balls in for Mori Bumba as well over the top of the defence. Here we go. This is where we've got to win the ball. This is where we've got to fling it wide and get moving. Here we go. We've got the numbers on the inside as well here. So Fernandez should have 2 options. He's got Davies, corner, and that means Bumba is on the pitch. We've got Mori Bumba. The excitement machine is on the pitch. Can he pull us out of the crap once again, like he's done so much in our pre-season games and our friendlies within the season, but he hasn't featured a whole lot. I think he's only featured in 6 or 7 games in the actual season. So he has been wanting more game time, and this is the time for him to show if he can make the step up. If he can have an impact here against Borussia Dortmund, then that is exactly what we want to see from our boy Mori Bumba. We're going to go very attacking. This could be probably a poor idea, but we're at that point where we need to chase. So we're going to go Blazer in the box-to-box role. No, Illich. There's Illich. I didn't see him down there. Let's go. Come on. What do we get? Bellingham. Ball through. Darwin save and rebound. And Darwin Nunez pretty much seals the game for Borussia Dortmund there, I think. Yes, we're going to continue. I encourage the boys, but I don't think it's going to do much because that's just annoying. So it's not a bad save from the young goalkeeper because it's a one-on-one really. Just there's no defenders there to deal with the block shot, which is quite frustrating. So Hadji, ball in, dealt with. Well done, Lind. We don't want his confidence dropping because of some poor defending. Oh, we had Bumba through there. I wanted to see him just pick the ball up and run. But this shows, this is the class difference. Dortmund have just absolutely destroyed us here. 3-0, they've had 65% of the ball pretty well. I don't know what Illich is doing, but this shows how far off we are, and without the investment in the team, we're not going to get to this level as well. And the board don't look like they're going to give us more money. So, oh my God, what a goal from Jude Bellingham. He's a freak. But yeah, we're not getting the backing from the board. We're not going to knock this Dortmund team off. It's going to be on them losing the title compared to us actually winning it, I think. So, it is what it is. I can't really do much here at this point with this team anymore, unless they all naturally develop in the off season or towards the end of this season. But I don't know. I think it's time for a change anyway. I think it's getting a little stale with the same players. We can keep qualifying for the Champions League, but I don't see us ever winning that, and I don't see us winning the Bundesliga. When you've got Bayern Munich who aren't even doing much at the moment, they're pumping big money into their team. You've got RB Leipzig spending big money. You got Berlin spending big money, and we don't have the money to spend yet. We're competing with them, but I don't think we're gonna really mount a serious challenge in this league at this point. So we might try and come back to Hamburg at some point, but I think that's all she wrote for us in this job at the moment. So I think what I'll do is we'll have one more episode after this one. Obviously, we've still got the Roma element of this episode to go. We'll probably show the second. We'll show the second leg of that game as well, so you see the full tie. And then if we get knocked out of that competition, if we get knocked out of the Champions League, then we'll probably just do a recap episode at the end. Or we might, if we get knocked out, we might even leave before the end of the season and try and save a team prior to the end of the season. So that's a 4-0 drubbing by Borussia Dortmund, and they just showed their class there. They've just absolutely put us to the sword, and they've pretty much won the league now. They're that far ahead. What are they? 16 points clear at the moment with Leipzig a game in hand, so they can make it 13 points, but realistically no one's going to take that from them. So what you're going to see is us in a couple moments taking on Roma. Welcome back, YouTube. We are here ready to take on Roma. This is the team that we're going to be doing it with: Pedersen, Akanji, White, Van Drongen, Davies, Wagu, Fernandez, Ilic, Demir, Gavi, and Arezzo, with these guys on the bench. Not Holzak. We'll go Almada on the bench instead, and that is the team. So can we get a result? Here we go. We are in desperate need for something positive this season, and hopefully it comes through the Champions League. We've got nothing to lose. Let's go. Come on. What can we find in the Champions League? This would be an absolute wonder run if we could find our way to a Champions League title at this point as well, and that's not ideal. From Alphonso Davies. So at least we know we've got someone in the squad that knows what it takes to win the Champions League. I don't think any of our other players have. No, I don't think so. So we're going to be relying on Alphonso Davies' experience in this run, but Roma, I haven't done my homework on Roma properly. I'm not quite sure. I know they've got Allegri as their manager, but I don't quite know what their situation is in the league. I think they're sort of in that top bracket in the league at the moment. But a lot of their players, as their names are popping up, I'm not really recognising a lot of them, but here we go. Can we just find a way to get a result away from home? Obviously, if we could make a quarter-final or a semi-final of this competition, that'd be a positive, but it'd be fantastic for us. I want to walk away with a major trophy, ideally, with Hamburg, other than just getting promoted and playing Champions League football. It's about all we've done at this point, and we made a cup semi-final in our first season as well. Zaniolo, good save, Pedersen. Okay. We need to settle into this game. They are playing a 4-3-3. They do have Brahim Diaz as their main player as well. So we've got to try and contain what he does on that left wing for Roma. But so far, we haven't really created a whole lot, but we haven't seen heaps either. So here we go. Ilic hits Wagu into Gav. Arez doesn't quite get there, but that's better play from the boys. That's what we want to see. We want to see the boys starting to drive forward a bit more direct and with a bit of pace. Try and catch Roma out on the break here. So Pellegrini, the two. Zaniolo, we know of his quality. He's probably the key player that we need to not control, but contain is probably the better word. We need to try and contain Zaniolo as best as possible. We haven't really done a whole lot as of yet. We've had 33% of the ball and we've had one shot. So I'd like us to try and get a bit more involved in the game, but hopefully we can frustrate Roma like we have done with other teams in this competition, and then really go quick on the break. So a long throw does not come off. Kragner, as the goalkeeper, claims that quite comfortably. And here we go. They look like they're using a bit more of a target man up front to try and play their other players in. And that's something that I haven't looked to. I'm tempted to, like, if we ever go back into a 4-2-3-1, I'm tempted to play it with a target man and then get the runners running in behind. And maybe we go like a narrow 4-2-3-1 with like an attacking midfielder and two shadow strikers. That's something I'm considering as well at the moment. So have a target man, two shadow strikers, and like an advanced playmaker or something. And Luis Diaz puts Roma 1-0 to the good. And that is not ideal for us at the moment. So let's skip through that. Let's encourage the boys. We've had a shot on target. There we go. But obviously we need a little bit more than that. So I'm going to thrash the arms. I'm far from pleased. And let's get out there and show something a bit different in this second half, boys. Because this is not what I like to see. Here we go. Rick, White. This is better. Come on, lads. What are we doing? I'm very tempted to go into that 4-2, into like a very aggressive 4-2-3-1 as we speak. Here we go. Ball in, it's in. Yes, Akanji gets his first of the season. The first time we've seen him be really dangerous from a corner as well. So that's what I want to see. We're going to keep on attacking. I feel like positive we don't actually do a lot on positive. So I might just leave it on attacking for a little bit and see what difference that makes. Because that might be something we need to change moving forward with this whole system. Because we have got a lot of draws lately. So maybe if we go on attacking, we might be a bit more expansive and a bit more expressive. So here we go. Davies is struggling, but we're going to leave him out there. I don't care if he gets suspended because we do have Liberato for the second leg. So if he does get a yellow, I can live with playing Liberato in the second leg. Hickey, bang, good save, Pedersen. Here we go. Now the game's starting to liven up. Demir's struggling a little bit and he has just come back from an injury. So we're going to take him off for Thiago Almada. We're going to take Gabby off for Vignardo. And we're going to have faith in them to make the difference. That's what I want to see. Come on, boys. What can we do here? Can we find a way through? It's Rick. Hits a long ball into Vignardo. Oh, it's a poor header from Vignardo. Luis Diaz. Wide. End of the day, a 1-1 result here would actually be really good to take back to Germany and really go after Roma when we get back to Germany. But let's have a look. What have we got here? Hickey. There we go. Vlahovic. Alright. This might sound a bit weird, but we're gonna give it a crack. Where is our? That's our 4-2-2. So if we go Arezzo up front as a target man. Target man can transform an average team into good by using the shift to disrupt the defense. Target man. We're gonna go target man. We're then gonna go these two in there tucked in. We've got wing backs there on support. So Benny White can. So who comes out? I think we'll get rid of Illich. We'll get Ben White. So we've got a box to box mid in Jedson, and we've got a deep line playmaker. I don't think Ben White can maybe play that box to box role. So deep line. I don't really want him as a box to box though, do I? I'll put him as a ball winning midfielder on defend, and a deep line playmaker on defend, and then we're going to get an advanced playmaker on support, and then we're going to go with two shadow strikers, and the other shadow striker is going to be Vignardo with Blaise in that role there. That's how it's going to look. So let's go, have faith, confirm it, and let's go. Actually, I need to change something, I think, as well. Let's have a quick look here. We're going to go attacking. We're going to go fairly wide. We're going to overlap with the fullbacks, high tempo, pass into space. That's what we're going to do. We're going to distribute quickly. We're going to not use the offside trap. And that's what we're going to do. Alright, I'm happy with that. Let's go. Let's play. Tactics. Confirm. Let's play. Alright. Might be a bit of a interesting decision to change the system, but I'm hoping that it pays off. I think I might have found the key to solving our 4-2-3-1 woes, hopefully. Ignore Blazer, known to score free kicks. Can he come up with a big one now? It's Blazer, and it's well saved from Cragnell. That's not what we want to see. Here we go. Calabria. Zaniolo. There's a chance for Roma. It's well done by Jetson Fernandez. Here we go. Van Drongen. Benny White. Davies. Blez. Oh, don't know how that's half worked, but look, we'll take that. We will take that, and we'll take a draw back to Germany. So you will see us probably for the return leg. Let me have a look where the return leg is going to be. Actually, that's probably the next thing, and we're going to play around with that 4-2-3. We've got nothing to lose in the league really. The return leg's in a few games time, so I'll update you on these few games, and then we'll be back in the next episode for the return leg. So if you like this episode, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you put in the comments where you'd like us to go next as well, because we need to start thinking about what league. Well, it's obviously going to be top 5 league, but let me know which country we should be visiting next. So whack that in the comments so I know where you guys want to see us play our football. But make sure you come over to Twitch at Paulie29. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss any of the action live. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next episode.